Hello everybody, this is Joshua Cook back here on my YouTube channel, Joshua Cook's HR&R, YouTube's new alternative. And I wanted to come on here and talk about my cameo appearance for RETROcirq's mockumentary called Breaking the Box. And I just want to say to RETROcirq, thank you for asking me to be a part of the mockumentary. I just got done watching the rough cut of the mockumentary, which came out today, Monday, March 31st, 2025. And I have to say, I enjoyed the mockumentary, and it caused me to think about some of the old Starstruck GC videos and some of the stuck on the telly videos that I reacted to back when I had my old channel. For those of you who are familiar with my old channel, it ultimately I did a series called Joshua Reacts To, where I react to different videos on YouTube, and some of the videos from RETROcirq, some of the Starstruck GC and Stuck on the Telly, I did react to some of them, especially the well-known Shusha Gets Stuck video, and especially that old Shusha shoes commercial with those little girls reacting to those shoes. Yeah. As many of you are, if you're familiar with my old channel, it ultimately got terminated and deleted back in November of 2023. And like I said, I did some reactions to Starstruck GC and Stuck on the Telly. Looking back and all those actresses that were mimes for RETROcirq, I would have to say my favorite would have to be the lady who played TJ Boombox. She was definitely one of my favorites. I think there was another one. April, or I think April. I'll have to look up her on the video. See, just a second. Yeah, the actress that played GC the mime, who was on Starstruck, she was definitely a favorite of mine. So those two were, I really enjoyed those two. GC the mime and TJ Boombox they were definitely out of all the mimes that were on RETROcirq, GC the mime and TJ Boombox were my favorites. Looking back through RETROcirq's past and to where they are currently, I feel that I am a small part of helping RETROcirq grow to what it is today, because I helped them create basically the 8 o'clock poop which is grown into, in general, YouTube poops. So I feel that I helped RETROcirq start the YouTube poops, because if it wasn't for RETROcirq, you wouldn't have all these content creators doing their own versions of YouTube poops. And trust me, most of them are really good. Most of them are really funny. So, but if you ask my opinion, I would have to say that RETROcirq started two well-known crazes. You know, RETROcirq were not only familiar with all their mimes, doing the intros, during the segments, the intros and outros. Not only did RETROcirq start a craze with the mimes, but they also started the craze with the YouTube poops. So if you were to ask me, RETROcirq RETROcirq have two things that are well known in YouTube. You know, their mimes and their YouTube poops. And if you look back through the history of YouTube, there are certain content creators who have created their own niche in YouTube. I mean, you have the Nostalgia Critic and all those that have went off and done and been successful in what they do. Of course, Tamara Chambers, for one. She went off. She was part of Nostalgia Critics channel, and she went off and did her own thing, and she's well known for Tamara's Never Seen and Tamara Just Streamed and all those. So, like I said, they have their own niche in YouTube. In the Clutch Entertainment, Ross and Dub, they created their own niche in YouTube's history, and of course, they both have their separate channels, which are really good. Ross has his channel, and it's successful. Dub has his own channel, and it's successful. So you can easily, you know, create a list of those who have created their niche as part of YouTube, and you can certainly include RETROcirq, because of not only the mimes, but and of course the commercials, but when I first started, before I was a content creator, I watched their videos, and they started, like I said, they started the YouTube poop craze. So RETROcirq can certainly say that they started the whole YouTube poop craze, and I can certainly say that I helped RETROcirq create the YouTube poop. And of course now I call it a mixtape, because I do my own mixtapes, and I created some for my buddy Anthony Chabot, And so I can certainly say that I'm a small part of RETROcirq's history with helping them create the YouTube poop. And so, um, and like I said, there are a lot of content creators who have created their own niche as part of YouTube and their history from the past and going on into the present. And certainly, RETROcirq is one of them. And I'm proud to be a small part of RETROcirq's history. So, and the mimes are, like I said during the documentary, I watched for the commercial because I grew up in the 80s. I grew up watching all those classic shows with the commercials, and the mimes have done a great job introducing those segments. But yes, GC Mime and to me, GC the Mime and TJ Boombox were my favorite out of those actresses who did the mimes for RETROcirq. So, once again, I want to thank RETROcirq for asking me to be a part of their mockumentary, and I stand firm in the fact that I am a small part of RETROcirq's history by helping them create the YouTube poop. So I'm honored and humble and very blessed to be a part of RETROcirq, of helping RETROcirq grow as to what it is today. So I'm very grateful for that. So the Breaking the Box rough cut of the mockumentary is up on RETROcirq's channel. Their new format for their channel starts on April 30th, so I would imagine that the final cut of the documentary will be uploaded before then. So if you want to watch the rough cut with my Cameo, it is on RETROcirq's channel, so go check that out. But again, I want to say thank you to RETROcirq for asking me to be a part of the mockumentary entitled Breaking the Box. It's a real honor for me to be a part of, to be a small little part of a big craze, and to help what I think is a really cool channel for those who are nostalgic, who enjoy the 80s commercials, and they also show 90s commercials too. So like I said, I'm grateful that I'm a small part of RETROcirq's history and helping them grow into what it is today. And without them, I would not be here. Without content creators like RETROcirq, like In the Clutch, like Nostalgia Critic, you know, just to name a few, I would not be a content creator myself because I show and old commercials from the 80s and some, yeah, mostly from the 80s, and I do show current commercials too, but I will hopefully show some 90s commercials at some point. So, and I just got back, or I just got back into doing VHS openings on YouTube. So, I'm still going to do VHS openings for my variety channel on Daily Motion. So, but like I said, the rough cut for the mockumentary Breaking the Box is up on RETROcirq's channel. So go check that out. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and of course subscribe to RETROcirq as well. I'm sure they would appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. This is Joshua Cook signing off, and I am out.